You just wear all white.
Why would I ever have to cop a chain again when the QB chain birthed most of chains in the game? No post office, we stamping time. Took a slice out of the big apple, made apple pies, family size. Leather bombers and Nike Sacai's. Dangerous corners, you better pray that tomorrow arrives. Rap, Sugar Ray Robinson, nothing sweet. Y'all too out of shape to even box with me. Heavyweight, I know my way around the ring. Just like Shorty.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, our new season begins with an NFC South matchup between the New Orleans Saints and the Atlanta Falcons. Two teams more than ready to get this one started. And off we go on EA Sports. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line.
Hey,
So
mute your stick, Mo.
The slot man in motion right. They'll run here with a rookie second-round pick, Kenneth Walker. And a short pickup to about the 25. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. In motion left goes a tight end. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And not a whole lot there. Maybe a yard to the 27.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to throw from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Throwing, Mayfield. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Well, things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us for their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
Walker now on 1st and 10. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard.
Mook, mute your stick, man.
Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. And Mayfield just getting the play off. And that will
No,
be
sir.
caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete. Well, they went for all the marbles there on that long pass. He caught it, just couldn't stay in bounds.
So difficult, isn't it? Because you have so many things you're going through on that play, trying to get open, trying to catch the ball, and still get your feet down to complete the process of the play. Not successful on that attempt.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Koo knocks this one through the post. Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of week one. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
Let's go.
They start the drive with Cook. And this first play will get him back to the 25, but that's going to be it. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Again, it's Cook. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
A big part of a middle linebacker's job is being able to take on blocks and then go make plays. But the best ones, they have those big guys in front of them playing defensive line that hold blockers off of them and allow them to flow sideline to sideline and make the big hits.
Under pressure, and he's going to go down. Tannehill sacked. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. So on fourth down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. That's taken on a 25. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And, Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in week one. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
The decision to keep it turns out to be a good one. 11 yards in the first down.
Now, that was a designed run. Now, remember, if a quarterback goes feet first, he's protected. But if he dives head first, he's not. On that play, he figured the risk was worth the reward.
Mayfield to throw it this time. And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's second down now. On second down, it's Walker. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially nothing on that one. No gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on third down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough and run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. At 21 yards there as they convert on third. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Allen. And the Saints are going to have a first and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. A chance for a first touchdown drive of the year. It's 1st and goal. To throw, Mayfield. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Drake. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
Yeah, my dude runs straight at. Like, this game is unbelievable, dog.
Ken Walker with his first career touchdown in his first career game, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. The first play of the drive there is incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Now Tannehill. Going to be caught downfield by Dotson. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 22 yards there, a 1st down. Tannehill. And complete to Zach Ertz. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. 2nd down and 3. A give to Cook out of the gun. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2. Now it's Tannehill.
Unbelievable, dog. Can't even get mad at that trash.
That's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there.
But he could put that running back in at fullback? I thought that was a rule.
I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. And one play, 75 yards in zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the Plague did on the last one.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why they look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
after the second down incompletion. They'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. That's to Dalvin Cook, his running back. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons. Again, Tannehill. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Another try after the first down sack. Tannehill looking for Dotson, and he's got him. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. To throw is Tannehill. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. 22 yards on the catch and run. A first down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting it once, you get first half scores just like this one.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Tannehill under pressure, and he'll go down back at the 26-yard line. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down.
Here we go.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Dalvin Cook, 26 yards. And the Falcons are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut the lead to 17-7. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
He's going to look deep down the field. He's got a man complete. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. The defense, they weren't fooled on that post route. They just
back of his foot.
And the offense definitely tried to fool them because you saw the other route combinations, didn't you? Anything that they were running tried to draw attention away from the deep part of the field, but still had it covered, yet they were able to come up with a nice play.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Mayfield knocks this forward. It's a jet sweep. A 5-yard gain there makes it 1st and goal. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Here's Walker. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Again, Walker. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Kenneth Walker making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Saints are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
23 yards on the play. So 1 play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Out of the gun, Tannehill. And this one
fake, dog.
To this point, I've been impressed with
this nigga throwing back bombs off his back foot with my niggas coming.
And there's another example, another incompletion.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Tannehill. And this one incomplete. He tried to check it down to his running back and nearly had the ball picked. So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. Now Tannehill. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Caden Stearns. And the Saints are going to have it here just past the 25.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and off the football.
And the catch made by Johnson. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the 2nd half. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They look up at the scoreboard, facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in 1 drive. But maybe cut into it a little bit, as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then make...
Tannehill intercepted again. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the 2nd half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions. You know they wanted, you know they expected. They needed him to be sharp coming out after the half. Unfortunately, he's missed his first 3 throws. I wonder if he got out late and missed his warm-up time.
The whole team did come out a little bit later than usual. I don't know, maybe there's something to that.
Must have been a heck of a halftime speech.
They have maybe just trying to rally the troops back from this deficit. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Now a play fake, and it's Tannehill. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here's Johnny Hecker now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. This is taken at the 18. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Drake will start the drive on the ground. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the 2nd half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They go play action. Mayfield. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. That was close to a big play, and just a little bit too far that he was led. He caught it but couldn't stay in bounds, Charles.
Yeah, I'm not very good at these sort of things, but I have to believe the farther you are downfield, the less your margin for error in throwing the ball, correct?
Yep.
Yeah, so they gave it a good effort there. Really tried. Just
garbage.
And he gets this.
That's this nigga's game.
Not near enough for the 1st. Here comes the Saints punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Tannehill. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Out left to Johnson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He's up to 88 yards receiving in the ball game now, and he's got a 1st down. Going right back to Dodson. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short. From the 50, it's Tannehill. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A big play that time on a catch and run. 32 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Throwing again is Tannehill. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. So maybe just a momentary setback on what's been a great drive so far, but 2nd and 13 here. Cook up the gut. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's able to pick up the 1st before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. Tannehill a throw out wide that's complete. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. On 2nd and goal, Tannehill. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Noah Igbenogany. And the Saints are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Mayfield on play action. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2. T.J. Watt causing the disruption. He gets the sack.
Like how they've started the 3rd quarter here. They forced a punt on the 1st drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their 2nd win coming out of the locker room. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. Out of his end zone, Mayfield. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And it's incomplete, but a flag is down here, so hang on. Let's see what we've got. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And he'll get this just across the 25-yard line. And 3rd quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners, keep moving it, keep grinding clock.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. Option play, and they'll give to Walker. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 66 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Walker with another carry. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Credit the sack there to Harold Landry. So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly. The Saints on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and a mile. Mayfield looks to throw. Complete to the tight end, Kittle, over the middle of the field. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. Field goal coming from Younghoe Koo. This to make it a 3-score game late. Koo knocks this one through the post, and that will extend their lead even further. So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
But, you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. These fans just kind of beside themselves right now. A big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. Here's Tannehill. Zach Ertz has it complete. Oh, he's got a little dip. Look at this. Middle of the field. A breakaway. Touchdown, Falcons. Zach Ertz, 55 yards. And the Falcons have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point right down the middle. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
He finds his man, complete. That's Johnston. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
Play fake. Mayfield. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Mayfield off the play fake. The same target, same result. It's Kittle. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. George Kittle, 46 yards. And the Saints are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their fourth quarter lead. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that will make this a 19-point game. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film section in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Third and long, it's Tannehill. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. Here's Johnny Hacker now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it. Somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep... Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up second. Now they run the option on second down, and he's going to go down again. It'll go as a loss of 3 on the sack, and it brings up third down.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know, defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss. Third and long for Mayfield. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, the fans should be applauding this defense right now. It's an excellent job. They force a 3 and out, and they should be able to set up their guys in great field position, probably near midfield or better.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like right at the 40. A big boot that time, 57 yards the official distance. And the Falcons will be taking over first and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD, but unfortunately,
just dropping balls, man, like
carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
To throw on second and 10. Tannehill. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
He's going to let it fly.
they didn't jump, like,
interception. Kyle Hamilton with the points that we've seen scored. Neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along. If you make a big play like that at the right time,
That's a play.
Just okay.
And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. They'll bring a tight end in motion left.
Let's go.
So instead of running, Mayfield's going to throw it here. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
They're certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the fourth quarter.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. Crossing route catch made by Johnson. And he will be marked down short of the first as they get to him at the 29. Here comes the Saints punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. First down, here's the run with Cook. And that won't buy him much room. Just a 1-yard gain to the 5. Well, this was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division game here in week 1. And to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest of the season.
Yeah, let's pile it all into one game, right? Opening the season and you open within the division. You knew the motivation was going to be there.